Buckeye Central Bucks versus Upper Sandusky Rams.
Hello and welcome to Upper Sandusky, where the Rams look to defend their home court from the visiting Buckeye Central Bucks. It's Northern 10 Hoops, it's live, it's free, and it all comes to you next. Welcome back to Upper Sandusky. Storm Blumps are joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Garrett, in the second game of our double duty day today, we were at Crestview earlier, and we saw the Cougars get a big bounce back win in the Firelands Conference.
Cougars coming off that first loss in 27 straight Firelands Conference victories. They beat New London today, Storm. It was all Cougars kind of all night long, and here we are right at Upper Sandusky, ready to go for another inter-conference game, this one in the N10.
That was earlier today. Cougars won for now. We are at Upper Sandusky checking out the Rams as they take on the Buckeye Central Bucks at home. The Rams sitting at 9-3 in the N10. Definitely a powerhouse team in this conference.
They destroyed the Ridgedale Rockets the last time we were up here, Storm. We called that game. They beat them 66-23. Gavin Carey led the team in scoring that night with 16. Beamer and Adams both pitched in 12 apiece, and they're looking forward to that last game of the season against Mohawk, but first they got to beat Buckeye Central.
And how about the size for Upper Sandusky? Gavin Carey is one of the biggest guys I've seen at the high school level, but also has some of the quickest footwork I've seen in the low post in a long time.
Beamer and Carey can do it down low, getting rebounds, especially on the offensive end. They get so many second chance opportunities. Both are top 10 in rebounding in the N10, sitting at about 7 rebounds apiece.
How about the shooting for Upper Sandusky? I know we talk a lot about their low block game, but having the ability to kick out to some shooters and have the confidence that they're going to knock down the open three-pointer.
Not only can Cade Adams shoot a good percentage from three, but Jackson Smalley can do it as well.
I'm going to take a listen into the national anthem now. Stepping back into the booth now Talking a little bit more about the home court Rams, the athleticism we saw the other night. Trent Beamer flying in to collect some rebounds, and he never fakes the funk on a fresh, nasty dunk, Garrett.
That he does not, Storm. Trent Beamer catches the ball when he gets a defensive rebound, and he is always looking to take off and get a dunk. He always outlets it up to Cade Adams, and Cade Adams is always looking for him running the floor. He got a few dunks the other night we were here. Trent Beamer and Gavin Carey can command the low post.
Definitely a fun team to watch is Upper Sandusky. Switching gears to Buckeye Central, the visiting team, on a 4-game skid right now. Not where you want to be heading into tournament time.
Need to get some kind of winning streak going. Get some momentum back on your side. The 4-game skid, as you mentioned, last time these teams met up, they did lose to Upper 73-57. Stayed in the game until that fourth quarter mark, and then Upper just dominated the fourth period of play.
We did see Buckeye Central one time in our own eyes. We saw them fall to Crestview, and in that one, they definitely struggled to score the rock.
They lost to Crestview 53-45, a very low-scoring contest. They really couldn't get anything going on offense. Crestview forced a bunch of Buckeye Central turnovers, and they could not stop Evan Hamilton on the defensive end. So they've got to be able to shut down Carey and Beamer down low if they want a chance to win this one.
One quick question for you personally, Garrett, as we get set for tip-off. We cover a lot of different schools here on the OH.REPORT. What has to be your favorite conference to cover?
Man, there's a lot of good conference matchup, Storms, that we usually get to play. We've seen the other night Crestview and St. Paul went down to the wire. We've also seen a few good games up here. I don't think I could put my name on one that says that one's my favorite.
I do not blame you as things are gearing up for tip. McDougal and Carey are going to tip off here on this Saturday night matchup. Thank you all so much for tuning in here for some live and free hoops on the OH.REPORT. We are underway, and Upper Sandusky snatches away the jump ball as Darris has it now at the top of the key, looking to get it to the free throw line where Gavin Carey is waiting for it. He is now on the three-point arc. Upper Sandusky looking to set up a play right now as they get it back into Darris at the left wing. Over now to Adams with a three-pointer, and he was hot all last time out. Not going to make that one right there, but the offensive rebound goes to Darris.
I believe all his points made last game were three-point shots, and he had 4 of them. Missed that one, but right there, they're going to call the foul on Buckeye Central. I'm not really sure I've seen anything on that play, but they will get the foul call, and Gavin Carey will head to the line for 2.
Little bit of a ticky-tack foul right there as Gavin Carey steps up and knocks down his first attempt at the line. But when Gavin Carey's in the low block, I mean, that's pretty much all he can do is foul him.
He commands a double team. The hardest thing to do is guard Gavin Carey down low. When he gets it that deep down on the low block, he capitalizes on the free throws right there, knocks down both of them. But if you're Buckeye Central, you've got to get down there and dig at the ball, try to scrape at the ball, force some turnovers on Gavin Carey.
Buckeye Central with their first offensive possession of the night now, bringing it up the court, looking to swing it around, getting it over to McDougal, who did win the tip ball for Buckeye Central. Now swinging it over to Dean. Out, three-pointer on the way from Canny, and that one is Canny from 3.
Canny is cans here early, Storm. Last time we covered Buckeye Central, Canny was a big part in keeping the Buckeye Central Bucks in that game. He can definitely stroke it from 3, so if you're Upper Sandusky, you've got to get out there and close out.
Carey now working the low block, such a big body, moving around, great 2 steps right there as Adam tries another triple. That one's going to be offline. Battle for the rebound, Lamb comes up with it, gets it over to Carey off the glass. That one's out as well, so a cold start here for the Upper Sandusky Rams.
Excellent defense right there from Brady Kirshner as Canny's going to pull up for a mid-range jumper and get it to go. Buckeye Central out early, here up 4-3.
Home run ball on the way right there, and that one's going to get snatched away by McDougal. Running out on the fast break is Buckeye Central in the corner now. Looking to get it up top, they do. Over to the right wing is Dean. Taking a screen right there, a little pick and roll action. Not going to get it to the roll man, going to get it to the corner instead. McDougal for 3, and how about this red hot start from the Bucks?
The Bucks are coming out firing and making Upper Sandusky pay. A quick 8-2 lead. The Rams have got to respond quick.
Not what a lot of people would have had the score at early in this one. Buckeye Central with the advantage. The Rams trying to close that gap as Gavin Carey has it on the right wing. Skip pass all the way to the corner Adams, who is 0 for 2 on his first 2 shots so far, has it now. Decides to reset things out to Schaefer. Back to Adams in the corner. Screen right there from Gavin Carey. Gonna say that, I believe that is Tyler Rose was a little too aggressive right there, and he's gonna pick up the foul.
I believe they're gonna call that one on Gavin Carey, Storm, an offensive foul right there. I believe they said he was moving. Gavin Carey a little upset with that one, but Trent Beamer and Jackson Smalley check in. Upper Sandusky going with a little different lineup to start the game.
That's a quick foul on Gavin Carey in this one. Substitution made for Upper Sandusky. The Buckeye Central Bucks to inbound now. Get it into McDougal. Over swinging it to Dean. Gavin Carey picking him up right at half court. Dean able to get it across half court. Has it dribbling over in the left corner now. Buckeye Central's offense. Tyler Rose has it. Darris guarding him. Back to Dean now. Carey still guarding him. Dean with a quick jab step, dribbles to his right, and they're going to tag Dean with the foul for Buckeye Central.
Shouldn't have picked up his dribble right there. Had the open man, but just cannot pick up your dribble in the act like that. Tom Howe, the coach for Buckeye Central, we knew him from New London playing in the Firelands Conference. New London was always very good when we were in school at basketball, so I'm sure Buckeye Central is beginning to build a program themselves. They only got 2 seniors, so a very young squad.
Gavin Carey has it 2 steps behind the three-point line. Trent Beamer in the game now has the ball at the left free throw line elbow. Almost getting it ripped away right there. Scrap for the ball on the floor. Going to fall into the hands of the Upper Sandusky Rams. Gavin Carey in the left corner dribbling inside. Use that body. What a spin move. Put him in the dishwasher. Count that bucket and a foul.
Grown man move. Storm takes the contact and gets it to go for the and one, and he flexes on him afterwards.
What an incredible move right there on a broken Upper Sandusky Rams play for Gavin Carey to keep his cool, keep his composure, put a great spin move on, and step up to the line for the and one. Gavin Carey now with his attempt at the free throw line, and he nails that one down. Garrett, how important is it to have a big man who can knock down free throws at a consistent rate?
Man, I thought Gavin Carey was going to take the 3 right there, Storm, but as we said on the broken play, took it to the hoop, got to the free throw line, and he is always at the free throw line. It seems like it's hard to guard a guy like that, and let's see what the Rams do here on this possession, see if they can tie this thing up.
Adams has it in the corner now. Is Lamb with a three-pointer on the way, and the Upper Sandusky Rams finding a little bit of momentum in the early goings.
And just like that, Storm, the Rams go on a 6-0 run. It is all tied at 8. Buckeye Central has got to respond to get some of that momentum back.
Buckeye Central trapped down there on the low block. Casey Geisman swings it over the corner for 3. Offline athletic rebound pulled down by Beamer. Adams running the floor now, gets it up the court, back to Adams now. Inside to Carey, who had great positioning on a much smaller defender. Fade away. And how about that low block move from Gavin Carey?
And the moves Gavin Carey can do at his size down low, it is almost unstoppable. If you play great defense and force him out of the paint, he can still turn around and make a jumper like that. He's so hard to defend.
Buckeye Central tried to answer quickly with a three-pointer, but it's going to be off the mark and a little too aggressive on the rebound. Gavin Carey's going to inbound for the Rams. Carey gets it into Adams, gets a call from his head coach. Looking to set up something, a quick three-pointer for him, just short on that one. And the cold spell continues for Adams. Going the other way is Canny. Fake pass right there, gets it over to Tyler Rose. In the corner now is Casey Geisman. Rose back with the ball far behind the three-point arc. Lamb is right there with him. Over in the corner now. Oh my goodness, what a rejection right there by Beamer, but they're gonna call that a foul. And Canny is gonna head to the line. What a disrespectful move right there by Beamer to send that shot away, but just a little too aggressive and picked up the foul.
And Trent Beamer went up there with some authority. And, I mean, what a huge rejection, but the ref said he did catch some more in there, you know. Swiping down that hard, you're almost always gonna get that call. And as we always say, Storm, on our broadcast, if you swipe down at the ball, you're almost 100% gonna get the foul call.
Beamer, oh almost caught a body right there, but is going to get fouled. Had to interrupt you right there. G-Man, I thought Trent Beamer was going to bring the roof down right there. Went up high with one hand. Could not finish. Is going to head to the line. Oh, my goodness. I thought we were going to see someone get put on a poster.
Storm, I thought that was going to be postered up in Trent Beamer's room. Put it in a plaque, in a frame. Man, he almost had it too. It went in and came right back out.
I think I'm starting to sweat from that one. Oh, my goodness. What a ferocious play from Trent Beamer. As off that missed free throw, the Buckeye Central Bucks are going to take it the other way. That made me completely lose my train of thought. On the other end, Tyler Rose dribbling around now, gets it over to McDougal. McDougal driving inside, kicks it over to Neese. Neese in the corner, gets it to McDougal, who tried a three-pointer. Adams collects the rebound, throwing it now down to Lamb. Thought we were going to see another dunk right there as Gavin Carey's left wide open under the hoop. Takes one power dribble and puts it up and in. Gotta call a timeout if you're Buckeye Central because Upper Sandusky has come roaring back to take the lead.
Good timeout from Tom Howe and the Buckeye Central Bucks. They were up 8-2, and in a flash of lightning storm, Upper Sandusky roars back into this one and is now up 5 points. Buckeye Central got to get something going on offense and stop these bigs.
I think I've kind of regained my composure after what we almost just saw. I thought we were going to see potentially the play of the year right there. Instead, it was just a routine foul, and I think I finally have got my mind back in place.
I thought the whole card table here, Storm, was going to flip over. I almost jumped out of my seat right there. But nonetheless, Trent Beamer did head of the free throw line.
I think if he would have made that, I would have just taken the headset off. I think that would be the only acceptable response to a play like that. As out of the timeout, Casey Geisman is going to inbound the rock for the Bucks. Upper Sandusky in a press that works so well versus a lot of these Northern 10 teams. Versus Shelby, they had a little problem running it, but in the past two meetings, it has been working to a very effective rate. Excuse me. Out on the three-point line is Neese for three, and out of the timeout, can't get that one. How about the hustle right there from Gavin Carey to keep that one alive, and Smalley dishes it off to Adams on the fast break. Look at Gavin Carey just demanding the ball inside and kicks it out quickly to Smalley. Offensive rebound fought right there by Gavin Carey, and he's going to get a foul. I saw Dean had a fistful of jersey right there. So it's going to be a foul on him, and Carey's going to take the ball out of bounds.
That is what makes it so hard to guard Upper Sandusky. If you get down low and you're guarding their post, they're just going to kick it out to one of their great shooters like Jackson Smalley. And right there, Gavin Carey got to his spot, the little mid-range pull-up, but can't get it to go. But as I was mentioning, they're just a great three-point shooting team and a great low-post team. It's almost a double negative. It's so hard to guard.
Trent Beamer is going to step back on the court for the Upper Sandusky Rams. Never mind, they're going to tell him to sit back at the scorer's table, and play will continue. Buckeye Central to inbound now, and how about the hustle right there from, I believe that is Smalley, to tip that pass.
Buckeye Central desperately needs a bucket here, Storm. Rams have been on an 11-0 run ever since Buckeye Central went up 8-2, so let's see if they can get something past this press.
And that's scary for Buckeye Central because for Upper Sandusky, when it rains, it pours. They go on huge runs, and it is very hard to come back from them. Let's see if Buckeye Central can score right here. And the post now is Kirshner has it, backing down Beamer. Kirshner with the head fake, and how about that move right there to get Beamer in the air and finish out over his outstretched hand.
Good take right there from Kirshner, using the fancy footwork to slip through defenders and kiss it off the window for two.
The play for Upper Sandusky has been try to get it into Gavin Carey, which they do again right there, kicking it right back out to Smalley. Cannot get it to go. Trent Beamer with the offensive rebound. Right place, right time right there as that offensive rebound fell right into Trent Beamer's hands.
You've got to get a body on Gavin Carey and Trent Beamer. They're going to crash the boards all night long, and you stand no chance if Beamer and Gavin Carey are running up and on the floor like that all night.
Casey Geisman has it, nap guarding way up on him. Great defense from him. Swings it over to Dean. Dean has it now, and what about that block? sucked the life out of the Buckeye Centrals right there. Trent Beamer, oh my goodness.
Trent Beamer flying high right there, Storm, and swats that one into the second row here at Upper Sandusky. It is hard for Buckeye Central to get it down inside to get a bucket here.
Just under a minute left to go as Buckeye Central might get trapped here in the backcourt, bringing a double team right now. Get it out of there to Casey Geisman in the post now. Back to Geisman, top of the key, swinging it all the way over to Neese. Neese dribbles inside, kicks it out to the corner where Dean is waiting for it. Dean in the corner now. Gavin Carey waiting for him. Skip pass all the way over to Geisman. Three-pointer on the way for Buckeye Central. Not going to get that one to fall. Beamer pulls down the rebound. 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Home run ball all the way down to Lamb. Back up top to Carey. 15 seconds left. Looks like Upper Sandusky's just going to hold this one for the last shot as Adams has it with 10 seconds left. Got to make something happen here. Would not be surprised to see a three-pointer here from Adams. 5 seconds left to go. Off one leg and out, trying to keep it alive. Buckeye Central at the buzzer. That one's not going to fall. Been an exciting first quarter here at Upper Sandusky where your Rams lead your Bucks 15-10. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with second quarter action. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. Welcome back to Upper Sandusky, where we have second quarter action already underway. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, the Bucks had a quick lead on this one in the first quarter, but it quickly slipped away from them.
Upper Sandusky came out in that first quarter a little flat, and Buckeye Central took advantage of it, knocking down a bunch of jumpers, and Alex Canny was doing it as he has the ball right now. But Upper Sandusky responded late in that quarter with a few highlight plays. A nice play right there. But Canny can't get it to go. However, it will retain Buckeye Central ball.
Canny maybe just a little too open right there as there are substitutions being made for both teams. And I know we talked about it a little bit during the break once again, but that athleticism by Trent Beamer, I mean, just unmatched by I think anyone on the planet right now.
Trent Beamer, not only just him, almost Upper Sandusky just getting the ball up the floor to their playmakers, and it just seems as if they're having fun. They're playing great defense too, rotating. Buckeye Central really can't penetrate the defense, and when they do, Upper Sandusky is doing a great job rotating and closing out on Buckeye Central shooters.
Neese has it now, tries to get that one inside, but it's going to sail out of bounds. How about the hustle, though, from Canny? Tried to save that one. It is going to be out of bounds. And we are going to see another substitution as Tyler Rose checks in for Casey Geisman.
Buckeye Central desperately needs a stop here and to get a bucket on the offensive end. Do not want to fall too behind on this Upper Sandusky team. They can score at all three levels.
Carey inbounds it to Adams. Back to Carey. Now back to Adams. Adam has it on the right wing. The play for them has been get it inside, but here comes a three-pointer on the way from Lamb, and he splashes home the trifecta.
Another shooter on this team. Levi Lamb can step up and knock it down, as well as Jackson Smalley and Cade Adams.
On the other end now is Buckeye Central. Great bounce pass right there, and a great finish as Buckeye Central gets back on the board.
Good setup right there. I believe that was Logan Neese who bounced past that one down to Brady Kirshner, who laid it up for two.
On the other end now is Upper Sandusky. Adams getting in quickly to Schaefer. Schaefer swings it over to the corner. And another three-pointer for this Ram squad.
Another three, and Upper Sandusky adds to their total. They're beginning to shoot the lights out. Levi Lamb on back-to-back possessions, splashing the trifecta.
Tyler Rose now getting it across half court for the Bucks. Upper Sandusky really loves to wear teams out with that press, likes to make fatigue a factor in these games as Caney has it, gets it over to McDougal now. Inside quickly from the low block over the outstretched arms of Gavin Carey, and nothing's going to come easy inside for the Bucks. Gonna call a foul here on Buckeye Central. Upper Sandusky's gonna have the rock, and Trent Beamer's gonna check in for Schaefer. Dean checking in now for Kirschner. Beamer to inbound to Adams. Adams getting it across half court. Carey trying to establish position on the low block. Over in the corner is Lamb, cues up another triple. And this is turning into the All-Star weekend quickly, G-Man.
Somebody's got to start closing out on Levi Lamb. I mean, he has got a defender on him, but his hand is down, hand down, man down. Got to get up there and close out on shooters like Levi Lamb.
Hope they have fire extinguishers back in the Upper Sandusky locker room because it is on fire tonight from the three-point arc.
A much-needed three right there from Logan Neese and the Bucks as Tom Howe from Buckeye Central will go to timeout call. They've cut this lead to 8.
For Upper Sandusky, I mean, this offense is just incredible, only matched pretty much by the greatness of their defense. This is going to be a scary team to play come tournament time.
Upper Sandusky sitting at 11-7 overall, 9-3 in the N10, so a very good team playing a very tough conference. You got Mohawk and Colonel Crawford, who sits above all. I believe they're still unbeaten, so a very hard team to beat in Colonel Crawford in the N10. But Upper Sandusky, man, they can almost do it at all three levels. They really don't have a weakness. They play great defense. They get up and get steals and force turnovers. They shoot the ball very well. Levi Lamb, Jackson Smalley, Cade Adams, and then they got two great dominant bigs down in Gavin Carey and Trent Beamer.
I believe their own greatest enemy is themselves, getting a little philosophical in the booth tonight. They play a very mental game, which means they play with a lot of momentum. So if they're down, they just kind of keep getting lower. But when they're up like this, I mean, I don't think I can name a team that could stop them.
It's all gas, no break, Storm. When they get on the pedal, they will not quit until the buzzer sounds. So let's see if they do so here tonight.
Beamer has it on the left wing. 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter of action. Beamer getting trapped over there. Almost travels. Thought he did right there, but got the ball away. Lamb has it from deep. Heat check. That one's going to be offline. I do not blame Lamb for shooting that one, as the rim has looked 40 feet wide for him.
Lamb thought that one was good too, Storm. He was running back on defense to get back, but that one did rattle out and was a turnover on Buckeye Central.
Trent Beamer gets it in. Gavin Carey, a rare three for him, and he finds the bottom of the bucket.
Gavin Carey stepping out. What versatility for your big man to step out and knock down a three, and he is up here pressing at half court.
Gavin Carey, an all-around excellent ball player, and they're going to say Dean got going a little too fast for his own 2 feet. He traveled, and he is getting an earful from his coach.
Ill-advised turnover right there from Damian Dean. Just got to make sure you dribble before you take those steps and don't want to get that turnover call.
Adams has it now for the Rams offense. Coming off a backdoor screen is Lamb, looking to get him open for another three-pointer. They get it inside quickly to Beamer, who's looking to use his speed and agility to get by his defender. But how about that move? Just powering it up and over the weaker defender.
Using the strength to his advantage, he muscles it up and uses the contact to his advantage, gets the 2 to go.
Adams taking it the other way off the Buckeye Central turnover. In the corner now is Smalley. Smalley dribbles inside, dishes it off to Beamer, and I thought Beamer was about to take it off 2 feet and tomahawk a jam home.
Man, Storm, I hit you with the elbow up here. I also thought the takeoff lane was going to be cleared right there, but looks like it will be a turnover on the Rams.
I don't know. There's something in the air tonight at Upper Sandusky. We're going to see, I think, a Trent Beamer jam before this one is over, as Lamb is able to put that 2-pointer up and in. Great crossover right there from Dean. Drives all the way inside and finishes.
Nice take right there from Damian Dean, crossing over the defender and putting enough English to get it over the top of the, the defender right there, Gavin Carey.
Beamer was trying to establish position inside. He did put a great move on, but they're going to get him with a travel. So Dean is going to take the ball out of bounds. Upper Sandusky still in their press. This is a team that never gives up.
Still up here pressing, trying to put this one away early, but Buckeye Central still hanging around. Only a 13-point lead for the Rams. Buckeye Central try to cut this down to at least 10 before the half.
Tyler Rose gets it to Dean in the corner. Dean on the baseline. Skip pass right there to McDougal for three. Canny for three.
Huge three from Canny. I believe that is his second three tonight. A huge shot to cut this to 10. And Gavin Carey straight to the bucket and almost had the and one.
How about that speed on the perimeter? Almost a Nikola Jokic type play right there, just using his speed and quickness to get by the defender who did have the speed advantage on him.
It looked like he was playing good defense too, and Gavin Carey hit him with a double crossover and went straight to the cup and almost had the and one. It just rolled out.
Gavin Carey is a different breed, a special big man, a guy who can do it all. I bet wouldn't be surprised if the Rams called him the Swiss Army man. Gavin Carey unable to knock down his second free throw on that attempt. Tyler Rose has it back to him now. Setting up on the right wing, McDougal trying to establish position at the free throw line. In the corner for three is Buckeye Central. And Garrett, I might want to go check to see if these rims are regulation.
I'll tell you what, Buckeye Central refuses to quit. They're knocking down threes and staying with Upper Sandusky, but Holden Darris will hit nothing right there, and Gavin Carey got the rebound. I believe that will result in a 1-and-1 for Carey and the Rams.
I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Gavin Carey, so big, so strong. I mean, how do you even start to think about boxing him out?
It's really a tough challenge because not only can Gavin Carey get low post position, but he can also step out and even knock down some threes. We've seen him hit one of his threes tonight. It's a very tough task to be able to come in here and slow down a scorer like Gavin Carey.
Gavin Carey made his first free throw, gonna step back up for a second one and gets that one to go as well. I believe that makes Gavin Carey perfect at the line as he checks out. Schaefer's gonna check in for him. Buckeye Central's gonna inbound, and Upper Sandusky comes out of their press a little early from what we're used to seeing, maybe trying to conserve some fatigue on his team. Buckeye Central swinging the ball around. Canny has it now up top to Tyler Rose, back to Canny. Buckeye Central moved the ball around the perimeter very efficiently on this possession. Neese thought about the triple try, gonna kick it over to Rose. Rose to Canny, back to Neese. Neese almost getting double teamed right there. Decides to get rid of it, back to Canny. Tyler Rose has it and is directing traffic. Gets it back to Neese. A very patient possession here for Buckeye Central, really trying to get a good shot, and they get one right there as that mid-range J falls.
Beautiful offense right there, the movement in the passing. Nobody's standing still, everybody looking to cut and get open is right there. McDougal makes him pay with the short mid-range J.
Upper Sandusky now on offense, and they're gonna turn it over. Or tip pass by Buckeye Central, but Upper Sandusky leaving the door open as Gavin Carey checks back in for the Rams. Adams is going to inbound for Upper Sandusky. Dean also checks in for the Buckeye Central Bucks as Canny's going to take a seat. Adams inbound under his own basket, gets it in deep to Lamb. Lamb looking to get rid of it, picked up his dribble, gets it to Trent Beamer. Trent Beamer on the three-point line. Does a spin move right there, gets position on the low block, hangs in the air, and how did Trent Beamer get that one to drop?
Nice take right there. It was good defense, but Trent Beamer put him in a blender with the spin move, and with the right hand kissed it off the window for two.
Tyler Rose gets it over to the corner. Neese waiting for it, back to Tyler Rose now. Once again, Buckeye Central being pretty patient on this one, just moving the ball around, really trying to get good looks at the basket, and I cannot blame them as you pretty much have to be perfect when you play Upper Sandusky, but not a perfect play right there as Buckeye Central turns it over.
Not what you wanted right there, Damian Dean. I believe it was just a case of the Butterfinger Storm. Had that one in his grasp, but just let the ball fall in between his legs and went out of bounds. It would be a turnover for Dean.
Darius has it now, looking to get it at Adams in the corner. That was a design play for him. Go to the second option right there. Lamb had it, and they're going to get Casey Geisman with the foul, and I believe that's going to be Trent Beamer shooting a 1-and-1 now.
Quiet night tonight from Cade Adams, but that may be credit to Buckeye Central's defense. It seems as if wherever he goes, they're sending two guys face guarding him wherever he can go, but that has opened up opportunities for players like Levi Lamb, who's got 11 tonight.
Trent Beamer unable to get that one to fall as Geisman takes it the other way, dishes it up top to Rose. Rose over to the wing is Nice for three. And it looks like the Bucks are going to cool off from three as Upper Sandusky decides to slow things down just a little bit. Darius has it now over to Carey for his second triple try of the night. And oh my goodness, it has been all Gavin Carey all night long.
Gavin Carey already is up to 18 points, more than his last game. Had 16 last night in the win over Ridgedale, already up to 18.
McDougal has it in the post, going to be stripped away from Trent Beamer. And look at Gavin Carey running the floor. Adams decides not to throw that pass. Going to slow things down as Tyler Rose guards him up at the mid-court line. Darius has it now, putting the moves on his defender. Gets it to Cade Adams. And an alley-oop right there to Carey. Carey unable to finish, and that one would have been a spectacular play.
Almost had it to go, but the unfortunate roll out of the rim. Didn't get the shooter's touch on that one.
Garrett, here comes the lob play right here. It's going to go to Trent Beamer, and it's going to be a lob. They love running this play. There it is to Trent Beamer at the buzzer. And that one does not fall. That's going to do it through 2 quarters. Your home court Rams lead your Buckeye Central Bucks 38-25. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. welcome back to Upper Sandusky, where the Rams lead the Buckeye Central Bucks 38-25. Storm Bluntsley joined by KP this time. I believe Garrett saw those hot dogs rolling at the concession stands, wanted to go grab a couple before we come back on. Taking a look at the halftime stats, the Upper Sandusky Rams with 7 field goals, 5 threes, 7 free throws, 13 rebounds, 10 turnovers, and 2 fouls. Switching gears to Buckeye Central, 4 field goals, 5 threes, 0 free throws, 5 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 9 fouls. KP, how about the three-point shooting we've seen from both of these teams tonight?
For sure, the Rams definitely have a lot more than Buckeye Central does. We see number 34, that I believe it's Gavin Carey, yeah, definitely. He has landed 2 threes so far, as well as number 22, Levi Lamb, has about 3 threes. So that's definitely helped them on the offensive end.
Talking a little bit more about Gavin Carey, he's able to dominate night in and night out from that low block in the post. He is just so crafty. How difficult do you think it would be to guard him one-on-one? I mean, he has a myriad of moves.
Yeah, I would definitely be terrified to go up against him. He's a big dude. He's 6'6", and for as big as he is, he's down in the post, but he's also up at the top shooting 3s, shooting 2s, and so far I believe he is 6 for 7 on the free throw line. So
for Buckeye Central, they are not playing a bad game at all. Upper Sandusky is just playing a really, really good game. At halftime, what do you think Buckeye Central needs to do to turn the tides in their favor to close out this one?
They definitely need to bring up their tempo a lot. They are playing pretty sluggish. They have quite a few turnovers. Pretty sloppy from both ends, honestly, and really need to capitalize on guarding number 34, Gavin, on the Rams.
And for Upper Sandusky, as they take the floor once again, what do they need to do to keep themselves in the driver's seat through the last 2 frames of this one?
Honestly, again, just giving it to Gavin. Give it to him. He'll start shooting from all points of the floor.
Thank you very much, KP, for joining me in the booth for halftime. I believe Garrett has ate about 5 hot dogs in the time it took us to do this halftime report. We're going to get him back in the booth for the second half. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. Welcome back to Upper Sandusky. Storm Bluntsley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Third quarter action just moments away as it will be Upper Sandusky ball. Garrett, it has been a fun one to watch on this Saturday night.
Both teams have been going back and forth. Stormy almost had a few highlight reel opportunities in that first half. Buckeye Central still hanging around, though, only down 13 points, and it's been credit to Alex Caney and a few others getting it done.
Adams kicking it over. Back to Adams now for Upper Sandusky on offense. Trent Beamer down low inside, using his body once again to get into the lane and get an easy layup.
Trent Beamer using the strength and power to his ability, uses the muscles and gets it to go for two.
On the other end, McDougal trying to get that one to go. Rebound collected by Canny. Put that one up off the offensive rebound. Cannot get it to go. Gavin Carey, who had such a big impact in the first half, has it. Gets it over to Trent Beamer. Adams now swings it to Lamb. Tries a three-pointer, and there's Upper Sandusky picking up right where they left off in the first half.
Lamb picking up right where he was at in that first few quarters, knocking another triple down to his total. A nice ball movement here from Buckeye Central as Brady Kirshner will get the turnaround jumper to go.
How did he get that one over Gavin Carey? An incredible move right there to put that one high off the glass and put it in. Trent Beamer now has it at the three-point line, trying to get position, gets all the way inside and puts that one up and in for two. Dean has it now for Buckeye Central. Carey meeting him at half court. Dean trying to put the dribble moves on and dribbles inside. Gets caught right there, picking up his dribble, dishes it off to Kirshner. Kirshner with Beamer guarding him. What a move right there to break down the defender and finish with an easy layup.
Brady Kirshner just put Trent Beamer in the blender. Storm completely turned Beamer around and got to the cup with an easy left-hand finish.
Wow, what a move right there. I believe, as you would say, put him in the blender. An incredible move right there to break down Trent Beamer and finish easily. So both teams going back and forth here in the early goings of the third quarter.
Buckeye Central got to get a few more stops on the defensive end. Upper Sandusky now and Levi Lamb knocked down another three-pointer. They got to get out there and contest those guys, and they're shooting them threes because they're lethal out there behind the arc.
Upper Sandusky to inbound all the way on the close sideline. Gavin Carey is going to get this one into Darris. Darris gets it across half court now, dribbles to his right, tries to find Adams and gets it there. Over in the corner is Lamb. Tip ball right there. Gonna get it to Lamb, and he saves it. Butterfingers right there from Adams as Tyler Rose takes it, and they're going to get Adams with a foul in the open court. Adams picking up the foul right there. Gonna stop the fast break from Buckeye Central, and Dean is gonna inbound for the Bucks.
Buckeye Central desperately needing to get a few buckets here. Down 16, want to cut this to around the 10-point mark going into the fourth quarter for a shot to upset the Rams.
Dean gets it inbounded to Kirshner. Kirshner puts a couple more moves on his defender. Getting inside now is Canny on the low block. Out to McDougal. McDougal has it now, dribbles baseline, puts a spin move on, falls away from it. Loose ball corralled by Gavin Carey, who brings it across half court. Gets it over to Adams. Adams now takes a screen right there from Gavin Carey. Get it in quickly, got the mismatch on him. Takes one quick dribble and falls away. Gonna be just short on that one. Buckeye Central the other way now.
Good defense right there from Tyler Rose, even though it was a mismatch, as Canny almost got the friendly roll. And what a rebound right there by Brady Kirshner. Using his strength, went up with one hand and snagged that one out of the air.
Great rebound right there, as you said. A tough team to rebound is Upper Sandusky, but Buckeye Central has been holding their own.
So far in this second half, Brady Kirshner getting a few defensive rebounds to add to his total tonight. Let's see if he can knock down these free throws. He will miss the first one.
Casey Geisman is going to check in for McDougal. Kirshner has one more attempt at this trip on the free throw line. Steps up to the line and does not knock that one down as Gavin Carey pulls down the rebound. Adams has it now on the right wing, back to Carey. Moving the ball around nicely is the Rams. Smalley has it now, dribbles to his right. Gets it up top to Beamer. Beamer feeding it inside to his dynamic duo partner, Gavin Carey. And how about the awareness from Gavin Carey to know where he was on the floor and get that one to go into the basket.
Tremendous array of moves. Went with the drop step right there. Didn't get it, and then the step-through move to go up and smack the glass and get that one to fall in.
Tyler Rose has it for the Buckeye Central offense. Almost threw that one away, but it is going to be tipped by Smalley, and Buckeye Central is going to take it out of bounds on the far sideline. Canny to inbound now for the Bucks. Try to get it in, backdoor right there, but how about that steal from Trent Beamer, using his athleticism to his advantage. And what about that dip down pass right there to Gavin Carey, allows him to finish inside.
It was like a quarterback handing it off to his running back. Gavin Carey running the floor, gives him it right in the breadbasket, and Gavin Carey does the rest and finishes.
Buckeye Central setting up a play right here, getting it over in the corner where Dean waits for it. Thought about the mid-range try right there over Carey. Decides to dish it out, and another block from Trent Beamer, and it's going to be a run out. One-on-one fast break right there. Count that bucket, and a foul. What a play right there from Lamb to finish on the fast break for his 16th bucket, 16th point of the night.
Poor judgment right there from Brady Kirshner. No reason to give up that foul. Try to play great defense because Lamb had a few steps in front of him. Almost impossible to foul him and make him miss the shot, but we'll get, I believe, a timeout from Buckeye Central.
Upper Sandusky able to bust this one wide open in the third quarter, really taking advantage of Buckeye Central's inability to score the rock.
Buckeye Central struggling here on the offensive end early in the second period, or in the second half, excuse me. And Upper Sandusky taking full advantage. Gavin Carey has been doing his thing, got 22 points through 3 quarters, and the third quarter is not even halfway over.
And this has been pretty similar to when we saw Buckeye Central play Crestview. Just the inability to put the ball through the net really hurt them.
They don't do too bad on the defensive end, getting down low and getting some stops, but it's hard for them to capitalize on the offensive end. It's hard to stop a team like Upper Sandusky when they got things going tonight. Gavin Carey's got 22, Trent Beamer's got 11, and Levi Lamb has got 16. So Buckeye Central got to get a few more defensive stops and see if they can crawl back into this one.
Out of the timeout, Lamb is going to step up to try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. 4:18 left to go in the third period of play here at Upper Sandusky, a Big Northern 10 matchup. Lamb steps up to the free throw line and nails the and one bucket. Buckeye Central taking it the other way. Tyler Rose has it, almost turns it over right there, able to collect it back. Casey Geisman now has it, dribbling to his right. Gavin Carey guarding him. Back to Rose. Now over to Canny at the top of the key. Back to Geisman. Once again, Buckeye Central being ultra patient, really looking for the open shot. Sometimes it has killed them, though, as they have forced an unforced turnover, but other times being very effective for them, as we see Canny cue up a 3-ball. Rebound pulled down by Gavin Carey. Looks like he's going to take it himself all the way. Thought about shooting that one, but gets it over. Great ball movement. Adams for his first three-pointer of the night, and it goes in for 3.
That one was nothing but net, Storm. You heard it from up here in the booth. Cannot leave Cade Adams standing wide open at the three-point line.
Canny has it now, dishes it off to Rose. Over in the corner is Dean. Dean swings it all the way over to Neese for 3. Trent Beamer being held right there. Late whistle came in, but they're going to get Dean with the foul on Trent Beamer, and Upper Sandusky's going to inbound.
Good call right there from the Stripes. Dean was obviously holding Trent Beamer down low. Beamer could not get out of the hold. Went for the defensive rebound, but foul was called.
Upper Sandusky taking the ball now the other way. Adams has it. Gets it over to Lamb. Lamb had an explosive first half, had a bunch of three-pointers made. Tries another one right here. you would have looked purely at his body language right there, you would have thought that one would have found the bottom of the bucket. He plays with a lot of confidence from that three-point arc.
Well, so far tonight, Storm, he has been on fire. He's got 17 points to show for it. I believe he's made 4 threes, too, and he almost made that one his 5th as Cade Adams launches himself, but can't get it to go.
Canny pulls down the rebound. Good crossover right there, followed by the back move. A great spin move, pulls up for mid. Just a little too strong on that one. Adams outlets it all the way down to Lamb. Lamb almost puts that one in, but how about the block right there from Tyler Rose? Times it perfectly and sends that Gavin Carey shot away, and they're going to reward the Bucks with the ball.
Man, how about that for your point guard getting up and blocking the center? That is a highlight to remember. Tyler Rose with the breakaway block right there, but not sure how it is. Buckeye Central ball. If he did block it out of bounds, the refs say it fell off of Gavin Carey's leg.
Canny inbounds it and gets it right back. Going to be guarded by Lamb right here, bringing the double team. Tip pass right there. Schaefer has it, gets it all the way down. Back to Schaefer, kicks it out to Lamb. Thought he had a wide open shot. Lamb off the dribble. Doesn't get it to fall, and they're going to call, I believe. No, they are not going to call a foul right there. They're just going to call that out of bounds. Upper Sandusky is going to have possession.
Not sure what Zach Schaefer was thinking right there. It was a nice give and go play, and he had the open look is right here. A nice screen from Zach Schaefer to open up Levi Lamb for 3, but he can't get it to go.
Beamer collects that rebound and puts it right up and in. It is so tough to box him out with how athletic he plays. Turnover right there for Buckeye Central. Upper Sandusky taking it the other way. Trent Beamer has it on the fast break. Great dribble move right there. Reverse layup and a 4-point swing for Trent Beamer.
Trent Beamer getting it done on both ends of the floor. Took it, I believe, 3/4 court right there. Went baseline and got it to go.
Over in the corner now is Neese. Gets it to McDougal, who gets that 2-point attempt to fall. Upper Sandusky taking it the other way. Inside quickly, kicking it back out to Lamb. Up top is Trent Beamer. Trent Beamer with a quick move, and they're going to get a blocking foul on Casey Geisman. $1:23 left to go in the third quarter as 2 Upper Sandusky Rams check in and 1 for Buckeye Central checks in. Gavin Carey freshly checked in to inbound. Inbounds it deeply, almost stolen away. Scrap for the ball. Upper Sandusky comes up with it and may come away with a 3-pointer, and they will. Adams once again swishes home the triple.
Nice setup right there from Zach Schaefer. He fought through a few Buckeye Central defenders and finally got it out to Cade Adams, who was standing wide open for triple.
Geisman has it now at half court for the Bucks. Smalley guarding him. Geisman trying to put the moves on Smalley. Gets it to Canny. Canny dribbles inside, fakes one way, goes the other. Almost a turnover right there. Smalley collects it, fires from 3, and that one falls for him.
Canny has been a bright spot here tonight for Buckeye Central. He's knocked down a few jumpers and a few threes to add his total. I believe he's at 11.
Upper Sandusky moving the ball around very effectively on this possession, getting everyone some touches as there's a 3-pointer on the way from Smalley. That one's going to be off target. A little uncharacteristic from what we're used to seeing from the Upper Sandusky offense. On the other end, Buckeye Central, very quick shot right there from mid all the way up the court to Adams now from Carey. Carey is running the court. They decide not to get it to him. Smalley has it now for Upper Sandusky. Smalley with 7 seconds left to go, gets it to Knapp. Knapp over in the corner. Adams, 3 seconds left. Won't get it to fall. Geisman from half court. That's going to be after the buzzer, and that's going to do it through 3 quarters of play. The Upper Sandusky Rams lead the Buckeye Central Bucks 62-34. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. Fourth quarter action already underway here at Upper Sandusky, where the Rams lead the Bucks 62-34. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, the Rams able to break things open in the third quarter.
I believe it was only a 15-point advantage, Storm, at the break. And now Upper Sandusky has asserted their dominance is right there. Kenny Utz gets that one to go for two. Nice pass from Brady Kirshner, but the Rams have been doing it through Gavin Carey and Trent Beamer.
Speaking of the Rams, they now have it. Knapp has it for them here to start off things in the fourth quarter for their offense. Adams on the right wing gets it into Schaefer. Schaefer with a quick move inside, fakes it, puts it up, and they're going to call a foul on Buckeye Central. So Schaefer's going to step up to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
Strong take right there from Schaefer. Make them foul you or make them play perfect defense and get the block as he heads to the free throw line, and he will convert and make his first free throw for his first point of the night.
Schaefer steps up to the line for his second attempt at the line on this trip. Will not get that one to go. Rebound pulled down by Buckeye Central, getting into the hands of Tyler Rose now. Rose directing traffic. Adams right there on him, trying to get a steal right there as Canny has it now. Dishes it over to Neese. Neese all the way over to Tyler Rose. Almost stolen right there. Quick pull-up Jimmy on the way. Rebound falls to Buckeye Central. Steal in the passing lanes for Smalley. Takes that one up on the fast break. Count that bucket. And a foul for Jackson Smalley.
Nice play right there from Smalley to get the defender to bite on the up fake. Got him a swipe down on that ball, hit his arm, and got it to go for the and-one.
This Upper Sandusky team so adept at scoring on the fast break, and how could you not be when you have big men running the floor like Gavin Carey and Trent Beamer? Smalley steps up to the line for his and-one attempt, gets it to fall and extends this Upper Sandusky Rams lead 2-30. Tyler Rose has the ball for the Buckeye Central Bucks. Knapp guarding him. Rose, little give and go action. Gets it to the three-point line where Kirshner is waiting for it. Adams has it now, gets it all the way up to Trent Beamer. And Garrett, we just saw a man fly up high and down hard. Trent Beamer.
There it was right there. Storm have been waiting for it all night long, and Brady Kirshner made the business decision not to jump right there because he could have been put on a poster from Trent Beamer. But Brady Kirshner on the other end will miss his first shot, get the offensive rebound, and get it to go.
Trent Beamer all the way on the other end, running the floor, falling away. Not going to get it to fall right there as Tyler Rose has it now, gets it over in the corner where Neese is waiting for it. Three-pointer on the way for the Buckeye Central offense. Gavin Carey collects that one, looking for the outlet pass all the way down to Beamer. Is going to get it to Adams instead. Now in the corner is Beamer. Up top to Adams. Adam gets it inside quickly to Carey, and they're going to call a foul right there on Kirshner. A little bit of a shove, so things, once again, getting a little bit chippy for Upper Sandusky.
You've seen the push in the back from Brady Kirshner as he will, I believe, check out of the game now. But in for the game for the Rams, Zach Schaefer is going to check in for Gavin Carey.
To inbound is Knapp. Looks a lot like their alley-oop play. We'll see. Keep your eye on Trent Beamer over on that far corner. Going to cut right into the lane. Not going to be that play this time. Going to get it instead inside to Schaefer. And Schaefer's going to finish easy with two.
Beamer had the nice flare screen right there to set up Zach Schaefer with an easy layup.
Tyler Rose has it now on the offensive end for Buckeye Central. Gets it to Canny. Cues up a three-pointer. Off the back iron now, collected an offensive rebound for Buckeye Central. Battle for the rebound now. Adam gets it. Picked up his own dribble, so going to have to slow things down for Upper Sandusky. Smalley has it now for them. With Canny guarding him, gets it over to the corner. Knapp off the bench for three. Offline, Trent Beamer tracks that one down. Drives baseline. And they're going to get a hack on Trent Beamer, and he's going to step up to the charity stripe for two.
Trent Beamer with a nice steal right there. I believe he was going up Storm for another jam, but Buckeye Central said not getting any more free ones of those, and they will commit the foul and send Beamer to the line.
When Trent Beamer goes up and drives inside, you can feel the breath leave the lungs of every human being in this gym, I believe. Everyone's always so excited, just a walking highlight tape. Beamer steps up to the line for his second attempt, gets that one to drop after missing his first. That's his 18th point of the night. Canny now has it. Adams guarding him. Canny on the right wing, trying to put the dribble moves on right there, saying you reach, I teach. In the corner now is Rose, gets it inside now. Back out to Nice. Inside once again, taking advantage on the low block, not gonna get it to go. Adams has it on the outlet pass. Gets it to Knapp. Knapp swings it to Schaefer. Over to Smalley. Smalley gets it inside to Trent Beamer. Trent Beamer puts it up and puts it in, and he is hyped up. Count that baby, and a foul.
Trent Beamer has been going at it all night long. As he is up to now 20 points and with a chance to put him at 21 for tonight.
Substitution right there for Buckeye Central as Trent Beamer steps up to the free throw line for his and one attempt. Will not get that one to go. Hung on the rim and falls out. McDougal is going to take it himself across half court. Beamer guarding him. Canny thought about that deep three. He's not going to take it. Casey Geisman has it now. Swings it over to Tyler Rose. Back to Geisman now. Geisman with Beamer guarding him. Great crossover right there from Geisman, but they're going to tag Beamer with the reach-in foul.
Upper Sandusky winning big here is be a nice boost for their tournament draws tomorrow. Kind of showing their dominance tonight. Be a big win tonight for the Rams.
And the young guns step onto the court for the Upper Sandusky Rams. And Garrett, I know the tournament draw is tomorrow for the boys' side of things, but Upper Sandusky still with one big game left on the schedule, a conference rival Mohawk, who is another powerhouse in the Northern 10.
I believe Mohawk is second in the N10, right behind Colonel Crawford. Colonel Crawford did beat Mohawk the other night by, I believe, 13 points. So Upper Sandusky, a tall task, but they're beginning to hit their stride here in these past few games.
Upper Sandusky taking a timeout right here. And how about Colonel Crawford? So good. I believe they are still undefeated, if I am not mistaken. So the Northern 10, just such a good conference.
Very deep. They got a lot of good teams in here, a lot of good coaches. Colonel Crawford at the head of that, sitting at, I believe, 16-0, still undefeated in the N10 and overall. Upper Sandusky has struggled against Colonel Crawford when they've played him this year, but Upper Sandusky still another shot to see if they can knock off Mohawk, who sits at 2.
And Mohawk, such an excellent team. There are just so many stacked teams in the Northern 10. As we see one final timeout being called here, or at least potentially one final timeout being called here late in the third quarter. Your score is 73-38 in favor of the Upper Sandusky Rams. Once again, Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And it has been returned to form for the Rams. I mean, it has pretty much been Trent Beamer and Gavin Carey all night long.
They were on that 3-game skid. They lost to Carey and then came in here on Tuesday and lost to a tough Shelby team. Shelby probably a top 10 team in the state. Nonetheless, the Rams turned the ball over a lot in that game. Couldn't really get anything to go on offense. Shelby kind of shut down Trent Beamer and Gavin Carey. But here in these past few nights, they played Ridgedale and now Buckeye Central, and then they got big leads so far, and they're kind of hitting their stride.
Going to be a foul on the floor right there, I believe, on Chester. So Casey Geisman is going to inbound for the Buckeye Central Bucks. 3:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Quick inbound to McDougal, and that one is going to go back to McDougal for 3 now, and he gets a three-pointer to fall.
That puts McDougal in the double digits category, and I believe the young guys will check in for Buckeye Central, see if they can get some experience as well. I believe Beamer and Carey are done for tonight, as well as Adams.
For Buckeye Central, though, wanting to take something away from it, a young team only have 2 seniors on this squad. So a lot of room to improve for them, but they have a lot of time to improve.
Going to have a lot of experience next year. I believe they're going to have upward of 8 seniors. So going to have a lot of experience under Tom Howe. He built a powerhouse at New London. I remember when we would go on the road and play them, they would always be a very tough team to go in there and beat. I remember Ryan Lane, one of the better players for New London. I know how much Tom Howe, how much this means to him, and I'm sure he's looking forward to building this program.
I believe we played them one time in 8th grade, and that was during tournament actually, and they completely blew our doors off. Wasn't even a contest. So, and we were a good team, I feel like. Our record may not have shown it, but we were a good team, right?
No, Storm, we were pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, it was a rough year, but we had fun, and that's all that matters. Upper Sandusky taking the ball now with just under 3 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter play at Upper Sandusky. Northern 10 matchup. Upper Sandusky moving the ball around as Smalley has it, getting it inside to Steele. Steele puts it up off the post move. That one hits the rim and bounces out. Buckeye Central also with a group substitution. Geisman now has it, gets it over in the corner. Buckeye Central moving the ball around effectively on this one. Mullins has it, gets it back to Geisman. Up top now, moving it to the left wing. 3-pointer on the way, a little too strong, and that one hit the belt on the hoop, and it's going to be out of bounds. Upper Sandusky is going to take the ball. It's been a fun day of hoops so far. Garrett, we saw 2 very good teams pull out 2 very good wins in their respective conferences when they needed it most.
Started at Crestview earlier today and seen Kennedy Goon and her squad kind of dominate on senior day against the Wildcats of New London. And here the Upper Sandusky Rams continue to pour it on against a struggling Buckeye Central team. So both teams getting wins in their conferences and adding their totals.
So a fun day of high school hoops live and free. So sad it's got to end so soon, but we'll be back at it again on Monday, bringing this amazing coverage to your eyeballs as there is a 3 from Chester. And that is the icing on the cake right here for this Upper Sandusky Ram squad. Buckeye Central the other way. Now a minute 22 left to go in the 4th. Almost turning it over right there. Buckeye Central able to retain possession. Elliot Geisman has it now. Gets it picked away. Knapp has it. One-on-one fast break here. Spin move. Thought there might have been a travel right there. No call on the floor. Steele has it. Puts it up. Hits the deck. Is not going to get that one to fall. Going the other way now is Buckeye Central. Elliot Geisman has it now in the left corner. Gets it to the left wing, getting it inside on the low block now, putting up the spin move right there and putting it in as Buckeye Central.
Nice footwork right there from Kenny Utz. We're going to get a timeout from Upper Sandusky.
So it was a timeout, but all that Upper Sandusky wanted to do was sub in a couple of players. They wanted to get Shoemaker some minutes, so they're just going to roll with it with 40 seconds left. The Shoemaker checks in for the first time tonight. Swinging it over to Howman, excuse me. And the corner now is Steele, gets it up top. Chester has it now, follow a jumper from mid-range, and Chester with providing a spark off the bench.
What a shot right there from Braden Chester, the freshman. Upper Sandusky, a very young squad. I believe only Cade Adams and Gavin Carey are seniors this year, so this is going to be a perennial powerhouse for a few years.
10 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. The bench is calling for Shoemaker to shoot. They want to get it back to him. 3-pointer on the way for Chester. That one's not going to fall, but that's going to do it here. Through 4 quarters, the Rams are victorious over the Buckeye Central Bucks, 80-43. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some final stats and a player of the game interview. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. Welcome back to Upper Sandusky, where your home court Rams were victorious over the Buckeye Central Bucks 80-43. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Taking a look at the final stats for tonight, Upper Sandusky with 21 field goals, 9 threes, 11 free throws, 26 rebounds, 14 turnovers, and 6 fouls. Buckeye Central with 11 field goals, 7 threes, 0 free throws, 21 rebounds, 22 turnovers, and 17 fouls. Garrett, it was an exciting 1-2, but Upper Sandusky really pulled away in the second half.
It was a 13-point advantage for the Rams at halftime. In that third quarter, Upper Sandusky continue to put their foot on the gas pedal and really never look back. Gavin Carey finished the night with 22 points, and I believe Trent Beamer had 21, both of the big guys in double figures. And Levi Lamb knocked down a bunch of triples for the Rams tonight. I believe he had 17.
For Upper Sandusky, the tournament draw is tomorrow, but still have a huge home game. I believe it's a home game versus Mohawk, and Mohawk, another very good team. So these last two games, just kind of getting them ready and giving them some confidence heading into that one.
Getting into their stride, they hit, I believe, over 150 points combined in those two games, 80 tonight, and I believe 70 last night. So they kind of just dominated on all cylinders. They beat Ridgedale last night 66-26. Kind of the same story tonight. After halftime, they put their foot on the gas pedal and really never looked back. Gavin Carey, a huge part of this Rams squad, as well as Trent Beamer, and just a very dominating performance tonight as well.
For Buckeye Central, played a pretty good game with 7-3, shot very well from behind the arc. A young team, so hopefully they take something away from this one. I know the score was not in their favor, but just kind of hope that they learn something at least tonight.
That's always what you want to do when you come out here on the court on these varsity games. Take something away, and I'm sure that's what Tom Howe was preaching in that locker room. We're a very young team, only 2 seniors on that Buckeye Central Bucks team. See if they can take something away from that and grow on this year.
That's going to do it here for final stats. Going to take one more quick break. We're going to be right back with a player of the game interview, so make sure you keep it right here. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report. Courtside now with our player of the game, brought to you by Quest Federal Credit Union. A face I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, Gavin Carey, with 22 points, somehow outdoing his last performance. I don't know how you managed that one, Gavin, but an incredible night for you. You already know I was going to ask this one. How are you able to dominate so effectively on the low block and on the offensive end? I believe you even had a 3 tonight.
You know, it starts with the guards, like I said last night. You know, they're great shooters, so teams have to respect them, and it opens up one-on-one opportunities down low. So it makes life easy.
One very memorable play I have from this game was Trent Beamer driving inside, thought he was going to catch a body, thought he was going to bring the whole roof down and put someone on a poster. What was running through your mind on the court as Trent Beamer went up for that athletic play?
Don't snap an ankle.
Yeah, I can see that one. I thought he was going to finish that one, came up just short, got fouled. But coming for you now, 2 games here, kind of getting yourselves ready for that big matchup. I know we talked about it a little bit last night, but Mohawk on the schedule next at home, I believe. How are you guys getting ready for that one? A very tough Mohawk team.
Like I said last night, we're trying to cut down on turnovers, and we did that again tonight. Buckeye shot the ball really well, which is why they were in it with us in the first half, but we pulled away in the second half when they started to cool off. So, we're just trying to play our game, not really try to do anything special, and we're doing that well right now.
If you thought Buckeye shot the ball well, you guys had 2 more threes made than them. How were you able to shoot the ball so well as a combined team?
The kickouts, in and out threes, they're some of the easiest threes to make, and we really emphasize knocking those down because we get into the paint a lot with Trent and I, so we work on those a lot, and that's what happened tonight.
Had 18 points in the first half. One of the best first halves I've personally seen with my own eyes. Was the game plan coming out of the gates to play through you, or did the ball just happen to bounce your way?
Happened to bounce my way, We got to a rough start. They came out. It was 8-2 them, and I decided to take it into my own hands and get us back in the game.
Tournament draw is tomorrow for the boys' side of things. What are the expectations going into the postseason?
Some people are going to count us out. They always do. We always find people that count us out, but our expectations are high. We feel that we're still one of the best teams in the district, and we want to compete for a district championship again.
Thank you very much. Once again, your player of the game brought to you by Quest Federal Credit Union, Gavin Carey, who dropped in 22 points. Thank you so much for Gavin Carey. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and enjoy this win.
Thank you. You too.
All righty, going to have Garrett Parlett step back into the booth, and we're going to wrap up this broadcast. Garrett, closing thoughts for both teams.
Upper Sandusky now moving to 10-3 in the Northern 12-7, overall. Just a dominating performance from both bigs down low. Gavin Carey had 21. I believe Trent Beamer had 21. Gavin Carey had 22, but Gavin Carey did most of his damage in that first half, and Trent Beamer kind of did it in the second half. So both squads really getting it done, and a huge win for Upper Sandusky to get some of that momentum back after that 3-game skid.
That's going to do it here tonight at Upper Sandusky. Got some thank yous I need to address. Thank you very much, Garrett Parlett, for locking it down at color commentary. Jory Hollenbeck locking it down at the camera. KP locking it down at stats. Wilson Tires, thank you so much for sponsoring our scoreboard. Kimmel, thank you for sponsoring our replay. And Quest Federal Credit Union, thank you so much for sponsoring our player of the game. Hate to end a Saturday of high school hoops, but it's got to come to a close sometime, and that time is right now. Never forget, you have been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.